What
Alrighty.
is up, wholesale community family? We're back with another subscriber first wholesale deal interview. Today, my guest is going to share with you how he just closed his first deal for 30G using none of his own money right after this commercial. If you're looking to get started in wholesaling real estate and you want to make between $10,000 to $100,000 per month, then go to WTMFam.com. Check out one of my courses that I got for you. I'm going to give you the exact blueprint of how I went from zero to building a six-figure a month wholesaling business completely virtual. I'm going to show you step by step how to find distressed property from the freeway to the payway, how to find the cash buyer, how to talk, how to negotiate so you can lock property up on the contract completely over the phone, and much more. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, go to WTMFam.com. And let's go get this money. All right, let's go get this money.
Do it. Yes, sir.
I'm going to hand the mic over to you. So if you can share with everybody a little bit of background about yourself and then getting into your first 30K wholesale deal. Let's go.
Sure. So my name is Ike. I'm a 26-year-old gentleman from Lowell, Mass, which is about 30 minutes north of Boston. I actually went to school, tried to go to college, but I was undecided. When I was, taking my curriculum, I wanted to follow in my father's footsteps, but I had the pressure at home to, really, be, a student and like try to do something in college. So, but I always knew school wasn't for me, and I really wanted to, be financially free, financially independent. So, while I was in school, I never took classes seriously, and I eventually ended up dropping out of school. So, after I dropped out of school, I had my brother pretty much talking to me, who really put the idea of real estate into my ear, actually. So, but during that time, I was actually working my construction job too, laboring for a contractor. So while I was doing that, I got to see, an eye for construction and a lot of real estate. So, that's pretty much how I got, the idea of real estate into my head.
Cool, man. Okay, so, for those of you, if you're in constructions, if you're working for a construction company, or maybe you're an agent or something, wholesaling is just perfect for you because you basically can estimate the rehab costs and you probably already kind of know and have a feel of the market already in your area. So it's a perfect fit, all right? Now, Ike, man, quick question for you. So you drop out of college, drop out of high school. When you mentioned drop out.
I dropped out of college, actually.
Okay. So,
Yes.
and what did you go to college for?
So I actually was undecided in my time in college. My dad's an engineer, so I thought I wanted to be an engineer.
Sure.
But then, the course work was too hard for me, honestly. I wasn't passionate about it. And I wanted to be financially free. I realized, that kind of lifestyle wasn't going to get me the money and the lifestyle that I wanted, working a job that long. So I had to do something fast.
Got you, man. And I can totally relate. And a lot of you think Asian are good with math, dude. You should have checked out my Instagram post that I posted yesterday, man. I was trying to give someone a tips, and I obviously couldn't even do the math because I was looking at the wrong number. But it's come to show you that, if I can do it, I can do it. I'm a high school dropout, college dropout, dude. We're just your average Joe out here. We got the hustle. We got the determination. And if you got that, you too can make your dreams come true. You too can close a 30K wholesale deal, baby. Let's rock and roll. Let's go get this money. All right, let's do it. I am first of all, man, I'm excited for you, dude. And I want to say congrats because not everybody can close their first deal and then continue on the wholesaling journey. And a lot of times what it is, most also I've seen people with a one-hit wonder, right? They close their first deal and then they go on to not do any more deals. So make sure that you stay consistent and you just keep on going. Make sure that you don't fall for shiny objects. Make sure that you learn and master a skill first before you try to jump into other business. And that is my advice to those of you who's listening. Sure. So now, okay, bro. And so I want to ask is that your dad is an engineer, man. And how much is he making?
He's making, less than 100,000 a year, I'd say so.
And how much did it cost him for that college degree?
It cost him, more than 100,000 to be honest with you. Like, he went to a top school, Ivy League, Northeastern University. So, he spent a pretty penny to get that degree.
Heck yeah, man. I mean, listen, this is the real world. Most people don't understand that, most people are like, hey, so people that are selling course or mentorship or coaching program or things like that, dude, People are like, oh my God, you're scamming because you charge people, you know, $1,000, $500, or whatever the amount is. But
Yes.
nobody say anything about college. Dropping 100 G's to go to college just to learn how, just to learn how to make 100K a year. And I
Sure.
understand, I think the average wage, the average income in America is what, around 50 or 55,000. The average
Exactly.
from the lowest to the highest earner, and then they average it out to about 50 something thousand. So most people think, you know what, if I want to make that 6-figure year, my only path is I got to go to college and get that degree. And they spend a boatload of money, man, just like, 6-figure, just to learn how to make 6-figure.
Seriously.
And people willing to drop like a $500 or $1,000 on some easy. You know what I mean? On some
Absolutely.
easy. But when it comes into self-education, man, people think it's a scam. People think, oh yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna try to, like they don't want to pay for it. And with that kind of mindset, I'm telling you, with that kind of mindset, it's not gonna get you anywhere, because the best investment you can ever make is into yourself. And
Absolutely.
Jim Rohn, man, said it the best. Self-education, all right, formal education will make you a living. Self-education is what will make you a fortune. And that's why entrepreneurship, man, the sky's the limit. Let's rock and roll. Bro,
Right.
let's jump into your first wholesale deal. So let's share with everybody exactly how you're able to find and close this deal with none of your own money and pocket 30G.
Okay. So I will say that, when I was working my most recent job, and I was most definitely fed up, and I was actually cold calling, trying to escape. But then I was frustrated cold calling, venting my concerns to my brother, because I really noticed like there wasn't too much response rate. Like I wasn't getting it as fast as I wanted to. So then he said, go knock on the door, stop being scared, and then see if they're going to be right there. And then I took his advice, and then I ended up, as nervous as I was and scared, I knocked on one door, and then after getting rejected, it didn't feel as bad as I thought it did. So, you know, that was like just the motive I kept taking, because I knew I wanted to quit my job. And then eventually I did quit my job. So I'm like, I got to just keep, being on the streets, driving for dollars, man. Like, because that's the fastest way I'm going to get it. So I was literally driving around in my own city, in the neighborhood that I actually, rehabbed some houses on. So, just I knew what to look for pretty much, because, the construction background, of course. So as I'm driving around through my city, after I'd say, months of, going out there and knocking on doors, I had eventually encountered this single family house in Lowell, not too far from my own house, actually. And then I knocked on the door, and this one was actually kind of interesting, because there's actually 3 sellers that live there, and they own the property together. But one seller was there at the time, and he pretty much said that, they would consider an offer on the property. They actually want to put it on the market. So come back the next week. And then, I didn't really take his word for it. I didn't know if I could really find him credible or not. But rest assured, I did come back the following week, and everybody was there. The moving truck was there, and they hadn't even put it on the market yet. But I had just come with the contract, and I just told them that, this is because they actually had mentioned the price that they wanted before, like when I first met the first seller. So then when I got there, and the following week, I had known the price that they wanted, that their threshold, and I was pretty much telling them that that's what I could offer. I could close fast, give them the cash for the property, and avoid like realtors commission, stuff like that. So, and then I just presented myself properly, and I was able to get the contract signed, at a price, and then I was just able to put it out to a buyer, and then after from there, I made my fee. So
Boom. Okay. So let me help those of you who's listening to this. Let me gonna help you break down a little bit. So driving for dollars, for those of you who don't know, is obviously it's the freeway. All right. So a lot of people said, I don't have a car. Dude, ride a bike, jog, walk, crawl. Like, how bad do you want to succeed? All right. So listen, you either have excuse or you have results. You cannot have both. You choose. All right. Dude, if you don't have a car, walk, jog. But it's driving for a dollar is a great way to find distressed properties. So, and if you need help, this is the company that download this app. It's going to help you out a lot if you're driving for dollars. Dealmachine.com/WTM. That's my affiliate link with PropStreams. We also use them. You can actually drive around your city or around your states or whatever, completely virtual. So you just need to log online. All right, download the app, and you can actually drive virtually. You don't have to physically drive. All right, so no more excuses. You get a 7 days free trial plus a $40 free credit to use in the app. And after that, you choose if you want to continue to sign up or you don't. But anyways, so you found this property, man, and instead of skip tracing and cold call, you went directly knock on the door.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Beast. You're a beast. Because a
Thank you
lot of
very much.
people can't do that. Scared.
It's true. It's true. And
So-
actually, yeah, go ahead.
No. You go ahead, bro.
So when I first started wholesaling, I was doing things like cold calling, sending direct mail, and I was very inconsistent with it, I'd say. But the inconsistency really, to me, kind of stemmed from just insecurities and then not really having the most confidence that I wanted to. But through working jobs and then finally getting fed up and then wanting so much more for myself, I'm just like, I got to go all into myself. And then I'm not afraid of rejection anymore. Like, this has to happen now. I got to make this happen. Like, I'm getting older. I'm not young anymore.
Yeah.
I got to do this.
You're like, I gotta get this money.
Gotta get this money.
Yeah, and hey, I think what you said is perfect, man. Because there's people out there, and I completely understand. Maybe you're an introvert, or you haven't gone into the real world and try to do something yourself. You haven't, and then you get really scared and you get really uncomfortable. And just like I said, listen, man, he wants that money more than his scaredy. All right. So he's like, dude, I got to get it now. So he pushed the other stuff away and he sucked it up and went and got to do what he got to do. So, man, bro, so what was the asking price?
So the asking price was actually $235.
Okay, 235. Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you estimate the rehab?
I estimated the rehab myself approximately around 60K, 65,000.
Okay. And then what do you offer them?
So then I offered to buy the property for 235,000 exactly, actually.
Okay.
Because
so basically you accept their offer.
So actually it was 225,000, excuse me.
Okay. I'm sorry. So they asked for 235, you offer 225 and lock it up on the contract.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, cool, man. Now, what's the ARV on it?
The ARV was actually around 420,000, 430,000.
Okay.
Yes.
So I know a lot of you ask, so Khang, how do I know what to offer to the seller? And these are the numbers that I calculate, you guys. It doesn't matter if it's a duplex, a triplex, a fourplex, a single family home, a vacant land, same thing. Okay, you need to know the ARV. What is the after repair value of the property? So in this case, it's 420,000. Next thing you need to figure out how much it's going to cost to fix this property up. 60,000. So typically the formula I typically you go ARV minus 30%. All right. But it all depends on your market. Sometimes it's minus 25%. Sometimes it's minus 20%. But the minus the percent is what you want to get the property under contract at a discount. So that's the discount. Okay. And then you figure out the rehab, and then you want to make an offer to the seller, figure out how much you want to make on the property. So if I use, so let me do a quick math, man. So 420 minus 30%, 20, and then minus 60,000. Okay. So you got it so you offer them 30% undervalue. And so it could have been at 234. You lock it up on the contract for 225. And how much do you send it out to the buyer for?
So okay, I'm incorrect on that actually. Real quickly, I locked it up at 235, and then I pushed it out for 265 because I knew I automatically wanted to make 30,000 on it. So then
okay. So bro, so you did use the formula ARV minus 30% minus repair and then minus whatever you want to make.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you actually didn't minus what you want to make. You just go ARV minus 30% minus repair. So that puts you around 235.
Yep.
And then you push it out to your buyer for 265, you said, right?
Correct.
Okay, got it. Now, where did you find your buyer?
So I actually found them on a real estate investing group on Facebook. So
Facebook Marketplace, like which one?
Just Facebook.com. When you join some groups, like you can join like groups where investors are, like Massachusetts investors, for example.
Okay.
Investors networks. So a lot of the real estate associations online is what I would try to blast it out on Facebook.
I see. Okay, so basically you just blast it out to your local Facebook group.
Correct.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it, man. Okay, And then now, how much do you put down as an earnest money with the seller?
So I actually put down just $99.
Instead
Yes.
of $100, you go with 99 cent,
Well,
$99, bro.
yes. And they were
Now,
comfortable with it, you know.
well, did the seller ask about the earnest
Uh,
money?
Towards the end, they asked, like right when we were signing the contract on the
Yeah.
same day, just to like, secure him and make
Yep.
him feel better. I wrote it into the contract.
So did they ask you how much earnest money you were gonna put down?
Yes, they asked me, and then I said, normally we do $100 or 99, and then we were able to just agree on 99 actually. So it was nice and
And
smooth.
and they didn't question anything at all.
They didn't question it. It was just really it just flowed so smoothly, honestly, from when I met them when I came back. Just because my desire was just so strong, the will just to want it, and then it just really happened for me.
Good, man. And you guys, if you can build that connection, if you can build that connection and rapport with the seller, it's just gonna make things a lot better when it comes to showing, signing things, getting under contract. It's just gonna be a lot better. Okay, if you can make the seller likes you, if you can make them laugh on the phone and like you won more than half the battle. Okay,
Yes.
and hey, bro, how much do you lock it, or how long do you lock it up in a contract for?
So I actually put 45 days into the
Okay,
closing period.
okay. So 45 days for closing. Okay, and how long did it took you to find the buyer?
So the first day that I blasted it out there, it actually was, very hot. So, the buyer called me that same day actually. So,
Dang.
that was pretty
So
awesome.
wow.
So about 6 hours after I posted it, I got a call.
Right. And now, did the buyer went out and look at the property?
Yes, they actually went to the property a few times, like 2
Did you
walkthroughs.
go there as
We
well?
did actually.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
So, and they said they want it, and you
Yes.
locked. Okay. So, how much? Not how much non-refundable did they put down?
They actually put down 5,000,
Nice.
but the issue was with the first walkthrough, they kinda told me that there were some things that were gonna be more expensive than they had thought, so they
Yep.
wanted to renegotiate with the seller. So and
Oh,
then, yes, exactly, and they're pretty much suggesting that they could do that, but I was like, "No, I don't want you to talk to the seller. I'll go talk to them," and then pretty much asked them to go down to 225,
mm,
and then I was able to get them down 10,000 more to put on the contract at 225, but the
I got
assignment
you.
stayed the same.
Okay, hold on, bro. Okay, so the buyer said that so you sent it out for 265 after the buyer walked through the property. Now, what did they offer you?
So they were trying to offer me, like 250 was the most they're
Yep.
saying. So they're
Yep.
really trying to play like, hold their the chains, and then
Yeah.
I just kinda, I was kinda nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but then, I was thinking on it a little bit more, meditating on it, and then this is the next day in the morning after I slept over it,
I
I
see.
called them back and I'm like, I was able to renegotiate with the seller. They came down a little bit, but, you still have to come to 265 because I did my part and I got the sellers to come down. So I'm not going any lower than that because I know there's more interest with other buyers. And then, they were saying, okay, I'll be interested in this one myself, actually. And then, they said, okay, we agree on the price.
Gotcha. So you hold your ground and and got the buyer to accept the 265.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on a second, man. Hold on. So 265
Well, it was
minus.
actually 255 at that point because I was able to renegotiate with the seller and shave off 10K off the asking price of 235. So then it was technically under contract at 225, but the assignment fee was still the same. So it was 255 at that point.
Okay, wait. Okay, hold on a second. You sent it out to the buyer for 265 or 255?
265.
You sent out to the buyer for 265.
Yes,
Buyer did the inspection on the property, came back to you and asked for a $10,000 lower.
exactly, exactly.
Okay. Now it makes okay. So
Yes, sir.
255. So the buyer said, "Hey, the buyer told you that they would do 250, but then you called them the next day and you got them up $5,000.
Yes, sir.
Correct?"
Exactly. Correct.
Okay, man. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay, so
Great.
255, you went back to the seller and then you got the seller to come down 10 G's so that way you can make your 30 G's.
Yes, sir.
That, my friend, is what I call true hustler. All
Thank you
right.
so much.
And so let me break this deal down for you guys to understand. So this is called negotiating one-on-one, the master. So the buyer negotiate with you down on a certain price. You want to make X amount. So guess what you're going to do? You go back to the seller and then you renegotiate to get the seller to come down. And then you just basically negotiate back and forth to make sure that you can get the profit that you want. A lot of times, man, in these kind of renegotiating, we make more on renegotiating a deal than we initially got on the contract. So a lot of time I get probably on the contract where I like, man, I think we're going to make about 15 G's on this one. And then we would send out to the buyer. Buyer's like, hey, Khang, price is too high. This is the most we can pay. And then boom, we went back to the seller. I said, screw it. You know, either yay or nay from the seller. Since I'm already going to renegotiate, I'm just going to go low. And then I'll work my way up. And then a lot of times I go just super low on the seller. And then the seller's already in the process of, you know, getting this deal done. So they're more anxious to get it done with you. So a lot of times with that, you can get even a better deal out of it.
Exactly.
But dude, good for you, man. 5 G's, non-refundable. Perfect.
Thank you. That's
pretty much it, dude. And what kind of tips, advice, or feedback that you can give to the viewer, man?
Okay. You know, honestly, with whatever you're passionate about in life, you just got to go all in on yourself. Like sometimes we have full-time jobs that kind of distract us and pull away from what we really want to focus on in life. But if you know that something's calling you and like, you know, if there's a will, there's a way. Like, so you're going to figure it out just by applying your 100% to it. Like things are going to unfold in your universe for you to assist you, you know, to further achieving your goals. So just keep staying consistent and like you just put the work in. Just don't stop. Consistently put the work in. That's all I can say.
Love it, man. Dude, congrats on quitting that J-O-B, bro. That is huge, man, because I remember when I quit my J-O-B, man, it was the best feeling ever because I was sick and tired of waking up at 5 o'clock alarm. Dude, that alarm clock, man, is so freaking annoying. Dude, every day at 4:30, dude, I pray to God every single day. I said, show me the way, please, but I can't do this until I'm 65, bro.
Yeah, seriously.
You know?
Seriously.
So a lot of times when you decided to go into becoming an entrepreneur or start your own business, you got to understand that there's going to be sacrifices that you have to make. And so whichever is more important to you, if your goals, accomplishing that goals and dream is more important to you than whatever it is that you're giving up, I promise you, then you're going to do it. But it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of effort. I mean, entrepreneurs, it's not an easy journey, but working for someone is not easy either. So the choice is yours. Now, Ike, man, how can people follow and connect with you, bro?
So I'm mostly on Instagram. So you can follow my Instagram on Ike_Chidoro. That's IKE_Chidoro, CHIDORO.
Got it. I'll make sure I'll put the link right in the descriptions. Bro, I want to say, man, but before we wrap this up, I want to let you guys, for those of you who's watching this, I've been using prop streams for many, many years. A lot of times, this is where you go to pull distressed property lists. I want to give them a shout out because you get a 7 days free trial if you use my affiliate link. Just go to deals4menow.com or link is in the description. Get 7 days free trial. You go there and you pull distressed property list. So instead of trying to find deals that's on market where everybody knows about it, I've been using them for many, many years, and this is how we find the best deal. The juiciest deal is when you actually work directly with the seller. Deals, 4menow.com. Dude, Ike, I want to say thank you so much for your time, man. Any last words you want to say to the viewer, and then wrap this up?
I just want to say thank you so much for this chance, this opportunity, man. You're really a real one for this. I understand how hard it can be, you know, just to develop the mindset. Just to put yourself out there in this country, especially. And like, man, I just thank you for giving me this chance, man, for this platform, man. It means everything to me, honestly.
Dude, man, thank you so much for the kind word. And thank you. I really appreciate your time for jumping on to do this, man, and giving it back to the people that wants to get into wholesaling. Give them all the tips, the tricks, and all the secrets. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to smash that subscribe button. And if this video had any value to you, please show my guests and myself some love. Smash that thumbs up. Make sure you turn on the bell notification so when I upload a new video or when I go live, you get notified. But I look forward to seeing you on the channel. closing that first deal, baby. Let's rock and roll. Thank you so much, bro. Later, dude.
Thanks so much, man.